Welcome to Lesson 8 of Vocabulary. Our first root word today is err, and it's from the Latin. It means to wander or to stray. This root is easily seen in the word error, which means a wandering or straying from what is correct or true. Our first term is aberrant, which is an adjective. So straying or differing from the right, normal, or true type. So say a student is working on a school project with a group that you're in, and this student just kind of goes off the wall, just completely bonkers. And the rest of the group determines that the aberrant behavior of this student is an indication that they just have too much going on in their life to focus on the school project. Our second term is errant. It's an adjective, wandering or moving about aimlessly. Sometimes we have errant students that stand up in class and they just wander around. A third one is erratic. It's an adjective that describes inconsistent behavior usually. You're on a soccer team. The team's doing really great, and the goalie is just always right on the money. But then you get into playoffs, and for some reason that day the goalie is really erratic and lets 4 out of 5 balls into the net. That would be inconsistent performance, erratic performance. The last term for error is erroneous. It's an adjective and it means mistaken or incorrect. Sometimes when individuals observe something but don't understand it, they can make an erroneous judgment because they don't have all the facts. Our second root word is CED or CESS, which is also from the Latin. It means to go or to proceed. And we get lots of English words from CED or CESS root. Everything from procession, which means something that goes forward, to recession, which is something that moves back. Our first vocabulary term is accede. It's a verb, and it's to give in to a request or a demand. So sometimes Congress accedes a vote because of special interest groups, and this really is a concern for voters, because they don't want Congress to just give in because there's money involved. Antecedent is a noun, and it's a preceding event, a state, or a cause. Some believe that the demanding terms of the Treaty for World War I led or were the antecedent of World War II. We also use the term antecedent with grammar. We say a pronoun's antecedent. So if I said Sally drove her car, my pronoun is her. The her refers to Sally. So the pronoun is her and the antecedent would be Sally. Concession is a noun, and it's the yielding of a point or a privilege, often unwillingly, an acknowledgement or an admission. So the word concession is used in a lot of different cases. Remember when Exxon Valdez had the great big oil spill, but they didn't really want to admit it. But then they paid people money. And the paying of the money was like a concession of guilt. It's like a demonstration that, man, they did something wrong, else why would they pay? And the last one is precedent, which is a noun. Something done or said that may be an example or a rule to guide later acts of a similar kind. Oftentimes, at least I'm told by my older siblings, because I was the youngest, and my sister is the oldest of 5. And so my folks were really hard on my sister because they wanted to set a precedence of behavior and discipline with my older sister for the younger siblings coming behind. So a precedence is something done or said that may be an example or a rule to guide later acts of a similar kind. Now this week we've looked at ERR and we've looked at CED and CESS. So we'll be studying them through this week.